Hey guys, today I will show you about the exception in Python by an example of reading your new file, reading the test file, and after open the test file and read each line, we have the data when you get the test file here. So the data that will be converted to integer, and if it cannot convert to integer, it will return a value. It will return an exception. So here you can see that we have a test file with many like some line has number, some line has string, but we need to convert it to string. And if we have some number or we have some string to convert to in, it will raise a exception. So we create a new file and import sys. Sys stand for system. System model for managing file and photo in the operating system. We import the pprint to print out the beautiful output. Now we define an object of file content is content on testable file. We use the function open from sys model. We open the input.txt file and fetch it to the file content. The file content will contain on text of the input.txt, and we must separate it on of the content to some string, and we get the first line by using fetch to the each line. The first line is we use a function read line, then we get the first line. Then is strip mean we remove the before and the after string, the space, remove the space from previous to the end of space. We remove the space, and now we convert the each line. The each line now is a string. You must convert it to before we convert it, you can print out each line to see the result, and we run this. There you see that this is the first line. This is the first line of the text file, the input.txt file. This is the first line. This is the first line 1 2 3, and this string will be can convert it to an integer easily. So the file content, the strip is for remove some unnecessary space between the home start to end. Now we convert by the resulting fetch to convert to string, convert to integer is equal to each line. So the each line will int convert string to integer. Yes. So convert in. I run this. So here the text will convert to string. Convert to integer. So, but now we can change this to a string. Yes, we add more AA here, and we Ctrl S to press Ctrl S to save, and we run. Now it will have a value error. The value error is exception. Exception mean it cannot convert a string that contains A, B, C, D to a integer to an integer. So we can you can print out. You can print out now the each line. You can save. Okay. So hence you can see that's the value here, and after convert after calling the in, it will have the exception of value arrow. Value arrow is an exception. It's an exception. So each time we run this program, it will be crashed if it encounters the value arrow exception. It will crash, and we need to resolve it by adding a try catch, by bring on line to a try catch. So a try mean run this function, this line, each line, and if we encounter an exception, it will return out to the except, so the program will continue to run, not crash. So except here is value arrow. You can rename it as our object as value minus value underscore arrow, and we can print out. You can print out the value arrow detail. The value arrow detail is cannot convert to integer. The detail is equal to again this function, this format is the first parameter is format, the function dot format the value arrow. You can run this. Okay, we have two exceptions. Why? Something wrong with the format. Something wrong with the format. The format when you print out. Once you print out there's a string. So it is as here. The detail arrow, the format function, or the value arrow will return some more. So we must here arrow says yes. It is not format mapped. It is format, not format map. So it delete this. So we run. Okay, it is now okay because when the value arrow has been thrown, it will accept, or it will come to this line. It can come to this line, and another exception we can have. For exception for operating system arrow as OS underscore arrow. For this exception, we also print the OS arrow detail is equal to the format. The first parameter is the format OS format of OS minus arrow. So if this exception not called, we can return a default exception. The default exception is an unknown arrow. It's an unknown arrow. We can print at or print okay. Print or print is okay now. We can use a default function print. It is an unexpected error. It is an unexpected error. So it is we can call the default function by calling the sys, and the access is info means the execute information, and we get the first open the array. So we erase it, mean the program will not run. Yes, you can see here. It's very convenient to use. So we define func exception